My new favorite device is here. Welcome to the Morning Coach channel. JB here. The reMarkable move is in hand. I'm excited to talk about this today. As you can see, we already have a planner page designed for it. I'm excited to share with you why this is my favorite device, what I love about it, and how it works with everything we do. So, reMarkable did send me this device. I've been under embargo. I've been using it the last 2 weeks. It's really hard not to talk about this. As you know, I've been a big reMarkable fan. My reMarkable Paper Pro is my planning device. We work with professionals. If this is first time watching this, MorningCoach.com is about professionals. We always do planners and structure, and there's a whole system. We work with from professional golfers to CEOs to stay-at-home moms that are building businesses. We've had people on Shark Tank. And they're using our systems. So this device just works perfectly with us. We actually put the planner up in methods, but some of our planners, we don't give everything away. Obviously we can't. We now have a team of 7. For some of you who've been watching, no, I haven't been doing videos for a while. So with 7 people, I can't do everything for free. Unfortunately, the $300 I make a month on YouTube doesn't really even buy lunch, right? But I'm excited about what's going on and what we're doing and these devices. So again, just to look at the history of the reMarkable. The reMarkable 1 came out. I was one of the first reviewers. I did the reMarkable 1. I actually gave it away to somebody that broke theirs, sent it to them. And then they came out with the reMarkable 2 in 2020. I absolutely love this device. Let me just check my notes. I'm pretty sure it was 2020 this came out. And it was really, really an awesome device. I thought it was a piece of art. I still love it. I love the functionality. I love it for note-taking. It just works. And then the reMarkable Paper Pro came out. And I'm a big fan of this. We have our Get It Done Now planner on it. And I use it for planning. If you think back to Stephen Covey days, I'm 56 and a professional. I did my, went through school, was in aerospace, did my MBA, Ph.D, all that stuff. So I wish we had these tools back then. But I use this for some basic notes for some of the coaching that I do on a daily basis, and then just planning. And it's just nice to have a planner with you so you know what you need to do. And that's where I think the reMarkable shines. I'm not looking to read books. I'm not looking to do a lot of other things on it. There's plenty of devices out there, books, devices, Kindle. I have the Kindle Scribe upstairs. I have all those devices. But this is the one that I'm looking for productivity in order to accomplish things. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a device to read. I've got plenty of revenue to invest in devices. This is a tool to me. So when they added this, the Move, it's just an awesome tool because now I have the ability, and we'll go to the overhead shot now to flip this up, and you can see I have my planning system right here. So what's cool is Ken is designing, our designer, as you can see, I have everything in here from my planner. So if we go into the big planner, right, and I'm gonna just show you this real quick. Let me get out of this and go into the big planner. And you can kind of see this. So when I do things, I plan. In fact, this is pretty cool. Our compass, which we're doing now, is our daily PDF. We bring that in and I read that. It's a little too small for this device. But these two sync perfectly together. They work really good. And so I'm going to close this out. In fact, this is kind of funny. I have an insurance application I have to fill out here. And I'm actually going to do it in the reMarkable and then send it over to my insurance agent. Just some real live stuff that I'm doing. But if I come into my planner and I come into planning and I go into 2025, I love this planner. We've got everything here. I've got everything that I need to do, my schedule, everything here. And the navigation, this just works perfect. The issue is it's a little bit big here. And if you understand my philosophy, this is the Sacred 6 that I wrote. This is actually in Italian called the El Sacro 6. It's all about simplifying and being able to say no. So I love this device because it fits exactly with what I teach, and why so many people are having so much success with the stuff we're doing is because we simplify things. So if you look at the big planner, we've got it here, right? So it's the Sacred 6 is here. But now all of a sudden I have a little device that I can take with it. I can pocket it and carry it with me. So what Ken's doing is designing, let me show you real quick, let's get this working, is designing, that's the one sheet. So we have that up for our Discovery members now, but then we have the the one sheet that's going to be here with some navigation. So literally you could just have a base planner with you at any time. I absolutely love that. So for me, as far as a device I can pick up, what do I need to do today? Okay, checkbox, some notes, navigation, fantastic. That's what we're building. The reMarkable Move Planner is going to be coming to Morning Coach real soon to our Discovery members. Excited about that. The device itself, again, is using the same technology as the reMarkable Paper Pro. Some people have some issues with the with the color flicker. I don't have a problem. I think it's getting faster and faster and better. I absolutely love that. I think that's a game changer. The other thing that I think is a game changer, look, they already sent an update for me, is the search. And so now we can handwrite search things, which is just huge. So you can see as I put stuff in, it's searching and finding stuff from your handwriting. I think that's going to be gigantic. That's in beta right now, but it's just huge. The ability to have a backlight on it is great. I can shut it off. I can turn it on. And again, the syncing between devices is just really awesome, because even here, let's see this PDF that just came in for my insurance that I need to fill out. Let's open this up. You can see it. It's a little tiny, but I can zoom in enough to do what I need to do with it. But again, I'm going to use the reMarkable Paper Pro when I'm at my desk. This is something I'm going to have handy with me. And again, let's just look at my iPhone. It's about the same size. Like, it's just a little bit bigger than my iPhone in comparison. So again, what I use my devices for is productivity. Like, I'm looking to be as productive as possible. Time is my most valuable currency, and I want to make sure I'm getting things done. And obviously, I've been coaching for 20 years, a lot of really successful people. If you've watched my channel, you know it's the philosophies, it's the system. And so when you have a device like this that minimalizes things and makes it easier so there's less confusion, it's great. It works well. And so you can pick this up, and now you have all your files right on this small device that you can take with you. And I've been a big iPad mini guy for a long time, but I really like this device. So what are some of the things that are going on? Well, let me get my notes out here so that we can discuss some of the things that they're sending that's really important. Of course, converting handwritten notes into typed text. I am not even going to show you that. My handwriting is just absolutely abysmal. It's not something I would ever use, but you may use that. So that's something that you could do as far as handwriting stuff. Okay, let's keep going. Again, syncing across devices with the reMarkable Connect, I think is an awesome thing. I'm going to go back into my planning system here, and I have a 1. And let me just show you real quick how the big planner looks on there so you can kind of see. Many of you already have this, but let's go in here. And you can see it works great, but again, it's going to be really small. See how tiny that is? So that's, let me move that up a little bit. It's a little bit too small for me. Even though we can zoom in on it and stuff, it works. The cool thing is it syncs across devices. So when I come in there, it's going to sync over here, which is really a big deal for me, because now I've got multiple devices that I'm syncing across. So I'm going to close out of that. Again, go into our new planner that we're building. By the way, people are asking when the 2026 planner is coming out. Our members will have that at the end of September. Big planners coming out, and then we're working on this currently. I want to get a end of the year planner. We're designing that. The team's on it, and then we'll have 2026 for the actual move. Again, going back, going into the folders, is I actually created a folder plan, and I use 0102 kind of terminology, which works real well. And then I'm just going to go into the daily sacred 6, which is great. We do have some. We're going to add navigation, like I said. So the idea is just really simple. You take this with you, and you know exactly what you need to do. And I'm big into focus management over time management. It's a big thing we teach. And again, another reason why so many people are having success and their teams are implementing our structure, because people are getting things done. It's one of the hardest things to do, is get people to get things done, right? Okay, now some other things. You can create a link, which a lot of people like, and you can send the note to somebody, which is another big piece of this. As you come in here, and you can, there's some things you can do. Again, I don't utilize this, enable shapes. There's so many things you can do. So let's close out of this, and let's see if we can go in here and just take a look at this. And I like doing stuff live, because I literally don't use all this functionality. So we got the search, the share button, here it is. So we can send by email, and what they're also adding is send by Slack, which is gonna be really cool. And I may have that in the update right now. I haven't looked in my beta notes. Let me look in here, and let's just go in here and go in update install. Let's go into settings. And a lot of times if you come right here in settings, you can see the updates, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and click update as we're going, and we're gonna tap this to go ahead and restart it as we update. But you can create a link, and so you can send it in Slack, you can send it via email, and they will get the updated note as you're working on it. I do have one executive that's using that with his team. It works real well. Send to Slack, that's another one. So some of you are using Slack. You can import documents. I just showed you that. I have an insurance form that I need to fill out, an application that I'm gonna get back and send that over to the team. Send content to your reMarkable with a click. I have the browser up here, but that's really cool. Like I can show you the compass. I actually came into here. I'll show you this real quick because this is pretty cool. So when we're in MorningCoach, okay, I'm gonna get my iPhone up here real quick. And if I come into the daily Coachcast and we're doing a book study today and I wanna get the compass, I actually can push this and it'll say open in reMarkable. How cool is that? And so if I click that, it's actually gonna send the compass into my reMarkable so I can read it as part of our daily coaching and our daily workbook that we do every day for our Freedom members. They can get their daily workbook, Coachcast for their teams and everybody right there, and they can send it right to their reMarkable, which is really cool. Let's see what that did. Let's see, we just did an update. I don't know what we could have got. Let's see, software version. Let me see if I can see this version number. And release notes. So let's look at release notes right here. So we got handwriting search, which I think is huge. You have to be a Connect member to get that. Again, I think that's a big part of what they needed to come up with. The movable toolbar, I'll show you that, and some new formatting options, which is cool. They're always improving, which I think is great. So again, the movable toolbar, I'll just show you that. I got this kind of set up, and we're gonna go into my planner again, the new Move planner. This is what it's going to look like, by the way, with the date on top. So if we want to move this, we just push it, and that's going to move the toolbar over to the right. And then a lot of people might keep it up on the bottom. And then we're going to have navigation back and forward so you can keep things real simple. But you can see you can move the toolbar around, which is great. I do like it at the top. Specifically when I'm using my current daily one sheet. You can get this one sheet as a Discovery member. The link's gonna be down below, by the way. So you can, if you wanna get that one sheet, you can join MorningCoach. You'll see that down below. Okay, access your favorite cloud storage service. Again, OneDrive, Google Drive, those things you knew. I'm using Connect, so I don't use any of that, but you can. And discover and learn. So really interesting device. Let me give you some tech specs on it here real quick, so you can know what's going on. Hold on. Oh, and accessories. I do like the Marker Plus. I have it in here in my, which it's got the eraser on it, which you can see here, which is really nice. I like the Marker Plus. And the book folio is nice. It's really, I love this little flap to help keep the stylus there. You won't lose it. And again, it's almost pocketable, right? It's so small that you got it with you. And typically this is my gear now. This is what I'm carrying. And I have the Plod device on the back, so I'm recording. I'm just total optimal productivity. Planning, organizing structure, some quick notes, Plod device, AI, if I need to get something, remember it, iPhone. I'm getting so much done, like I'm just killing it right now. So the book folio is nice, and again, they did send this one. I'm gonna buy the blue one. I'm a big blue guy fan. And then they do have the color stuff. So again, here are the technical specs of it. It is as wide as the reMarkable Paper Pro, and it can go into landscape. So you can turn it and go into landscape. But just so you know, it's a 195.6 by 107.5, 65 millimeters, 255 grams. It doesn't weigh much, half a pound. I like these devices. This thing doesn't weigh hardly anything. Color display with E-Ink Gallery 3. I think it's getting better and better. They're using it. Again, some people have had some issues with it. As you can see, I highlight things. I do like it. I don't have the problem that some people seem to have with it. Reading light, obviously we talked about. Storage, 64 gigabytes internal. I think that's all you need. The processor is a 1.7 dual core Cortex A55. which the Paper Pro has a 1.8 A53, which is interesting. Again, 2 gigabytes of RAM in this thing, rechargeable battery. The battery's been great. I have not charged this since I got it. I've had it for a couple weeks. I've been using it. No issues there. reMarkable OS, which is Linux-based, and then you have PDF and EPUB reading. I know that's always a big one. People are like, put Kindle books on here. I don't know what they're going to do with that, but they do have methods, which is nice. We have our 2025 planner up on methods. You can go there, and they're adding more to methods consistently, but I don't see them enhancing any. I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for the company. I'm just a guy on YouTube, right, and a coach. Really working, bringing something in here. But I can see, like, I actually wouldn't mind reading a book on here, but I'm still kind of a paper guy. Like, I'm 56, so I still like the paper side of it. But overall, really great device, very simple to use. Like I said, you just carry it around. If you're used to the reMarkable Paper Pro, you're going to love it if you like a small portable device that you can take notes. From what I understand and talking to the team over at reMarkable is that they built this kind of as a tablet reporter notebook. If you think about the reporter notebook people carry away, you want to get some notes down, just a really cool device. Also, I think it's important. I'm speaking at a huge event down in South America at Santa Marta. And it's 90 business owners that have done really, really great things. We're going in the middle of the jungle. I'll put some video up of it. They're having me come in and keynote that event. Having these devices is just cool. You come in, it's just such a conversation piece. Like, what are you taking notes on? And typically when I'm speaking, I'll carry this, right? So when I'm on stage speaking, now I have this, and it makes it so much easier that I can throw it down, have my notes, have everything with me, and it's just a great little device. And again, if you're a professional, if you're productive, and you're looking for that type of thing, and you're entrepreneurial, your business, you're a morning coach person, right? You're building, you're doing things, you're active. I think this is a great device for you. I'm gonna keep my marathon training in there. I know in about 3 weeks, qualify for Boston. If I'm in, I will keep you updated. I know I haven't been shooting any videos. We're busy. We're building the team. We've got so many coaching clients, and we just love our clients. So my favorite new device. I love this thing. It's like I got a rebirth of energy when it came in, and I opened it up and I said, this is just super cool. So I'm going to show you the unboxing. I'll go ahead and put that at the end of this video if you want to watch that so you can see a little bit more. And any questions, leave them down below. Again, if you're interested in the planner, I'm creating a page, morningcoach.com/YouTube, where I'll explain why we're doing what we're doing and what we're doing. You can click that button and go over and learn more. But it is my new favorite device. The reMarkable, what do they call it? The reMarkable Paper Pro Move. Really, really awesome device. Small, take it with you. Just really, really cool. Again, look at it with the iPad. You put that with I've got my Plod for recording. I got my iPhone. Man, I am just a productivity machine. And I think that's what it's about, man. Living life and getting after it. So let's go after it. reMarkable Paper Pro Move. Great device. Highly recommended if you're in the ecosystem. I think you're going to love it, and it'll just be a great addition to the reMarkable family. All right, guys, this is the first time seeing the reMarkable Paper Pro Move. Excited about this. reMarkable did send this to me. This is the unboxing. We're going to start with the portfolio, book folio here. Let's go ahead and open this up. I want to start using this. I got this a week before release, so we're going to get it out, start using it, and see what I think. Okay, so here is the actual book, about the size of an iPhone. I'm so excited about this device. I love smaller devices. So here is the book folio, ready to go. All right, so let's look at the device. This is what it's all about right here. The new productivity device. I think it's going to change my life and the way I do things. I'm excited about this. So let's get this out. Let's see what do they want me to do here. Right here, this side. Let's go ahead and undo this. Let's take a look at this bad boy and see what it looks like. Here we go, coming out. There we go. Gotta open this up, and there she is. Okay, we're gonna do a lot of comparisons with the reMarkable Pro, but what's in here, we have the little tiny new reMarkable Move. I like this thing. Look at how little that thing is. Tiny. We're gonna just go ahead and stick it right in. Okay, and there she is. Just as look at my iPhone. so you can compare the two. And what else is in here? We have the marker and the marker tips. This is the actual regular marker, which is great. We got a power cable in here, which is great. And then we have the good old marker tips, which are really important. I don't go through as many as I did with the older reMarkables, but they are in here. How did I get out of there? There we go. And it is a little, how does this sucker open? Oh, there we go. Okay, there they are. There's 6 of them in there. That's kind of a cool little box. So we'll keep that in there. We'll pull this off. And one thing I really like about reMarkable is they added this little thing here so that it will close over. And so there you have the new reMarkable Move. How cool is that thing? That thing is really cool. So the reMarkable Move, just a little bit bigger than the phone. We're going to start using it today. And I'm excited about this one. I really am. So I'm going to get it powered on, powered up, and ready to go. All right, that's the unboxing. And we'll get into the full review as we get into this thing. All right, let's do this thing. Excited!